Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
To level up.
Okay, girl, let's get started. Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
On today's episode, we'll be talking about should you be friends with your ex?
Yeah.
And we'll gear it towards, women, just because, we're two women, and it's just based on our experience. But, also can be applied to men as well.
Yeah, definitely. So it's kind of funny because Raman and I are not on the same page.
We almost had an argument before the podcast started, but we were like, let's have the argument on the podcast.
Yeah, so you
not
guys
an
can hear
argument, not an argument, but
just different opinions.
Our opinions on. Okay, so my first answer is still no. I'll still stick to that. Like, you should not be friends with your ex that you have emotions tied to, feelings, history, memories, and I think it also depends on how long you've been. And this is where me and Alysha had a little bit of a disagreement was okay, I feel like it's different when you're in high school or elementary school or middle school.
Who's dating in elementary school?
I don't know.
Come on, do you
little
still
children
talk to your elementary boyfriend?
Listen, I was not dating in elementary school, but this new generation these days, I cannot say. They're doing things that I was doing in my 20s in high school.
I don't know.
I don't know what
remember
they're doing.
In elementary school is cops and robbers and hopscotch.
I know. I feel like our version of when we were in high school, we were actually young.
Yeah.
Versus the photos that you see
now.
Oh my god, so many of I felt like a pervert because I was on Instagram checking this girl's TikTok videos out, so obsessed, and then I'm like, she's 17.
She's a baby.
I was like, oh my god, I feel like a pervert. She's a baby.
And they're probably wearing crop tops,
and booty out, makeup, and I'm like, I did not look like that when I was in high school. So basically, maybe, okay. So now I'm starting to agree with you.
So did I win this argument without even fighting?
I was gonna say, if I think back to our times of when we were in high school, okay, so yeah, say you have the lame little dinky little relationship, what you say call a relationship, which was just a dinky little thing. Say you're dating somebody for 2 months, and this person obviously you go to school with, you have class with, and whatever. I feel like in that situation, when it's two people break up, they might still continue to be friends because they don't have any emotions tied to each other. You're in high school, you don't care, you're moving on to the next person, you still see each other in class, or you might have the same group of friends. So I feel like that's the situation I was getting to, where I can see that you would be friends with your ex.
Yeah.
But people in high school still have those long-term relationships where they've been with each other for years, and there are emotions tied to each other, and feelings and memories, and I guess the more you're with somebody, the more two people not become one, because I don't want to say that they're still two people, but a part of them becomes one. And when you do leave that relationship of X amount of months or years, you do kind of have to now separate that person from you again and learn to be a whole you, if that makes sense. Right? So Alysha was just no.
Yeah,
no,
I was simply no. Never. And I'm still gonna continue to say that, just only because I feel like an ex is for a reason. And especially in my past, I've dated a few people, and some were really, really long term, for a few years, and then some weren't. And it just, you share so much personal feelings with someone and intimacy that I just feel to be with someone like my husband now today, and then say I'm friends with this person and I used to date them, would be disrespectful to him as a man. Because now, we're together, we're each other's till the end, knock on wood. And we'll have kids with each other, we have a family, we're growing, and then just to have someone that used to be part of my old life even be part of that would just be so disrespectful in so many different ways. And I think it might be because I am married today. Before I was married, I wasn't friends with my exes. I just don't think that does it. I agree with you. It doesn't work depending on no, it just doesn't work. There's no depending. There's just too much history. There's just too much involvement.
What if you dated someone for 2 months?
No, then I made that decision too rash, and that's my fault, and I need to cut loose and start fresh. I always have. That's always been my motto. I can't be friends with an ex. It just doesn't work. There's just...
I should have followed that motto, guys.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't work. It's wrong. It's not how nature should be. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are going to, like, cuss me out. But can I say something?
I know, because there are a lot of people friends with their exes.
Can we talk about the Mindy Project for a second?
Yeah.
Because she's, like, the perfect example
Mindy.
of this. She has that one episode where she's trying to be friends with her ex.
Yeah.
No, she's dating a guy and he's friends with his ex.
Yeah.
Well, hello, poor Mindy is dating this guy for a few weeks and then he dumps her to go to his ex. His ex-best friend. And it's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And this is why you should not be friends with your ex, because the feelings and emotions will be there. You guys can relate on different levels. You have inside jokes for a reason, because you were sharing an intimate moment together.
Yeah.
And to just bring that to life again, it brings back all those feelings and the hormones. Hormones, people.
Yeah.
Making out. Doing things.
Intimacy. So do you think it's different if you were friends with your ex and, like, you're single? Like, you're single and, you're not dating anybody. It's just, like, life goes on and you're still friends with your ex.
No.
Versus you being with somebody.
Absolutely
and then
not.
being friends with your ex.
There's no difference, because do you know what you're doing when you're being friends with your ex in your universe and you're trying to let that new person come into your life to, like, meet someone? You're holding back your universe. You're
right.
saying, universe, do not give me someone new because I'm still interested in the person that's still in my life.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. And
do you
then
know how many
wonder...
times I tell people this when they're like, I can't find someone? I'm like, well, why is your ex still in your picture? Why is your booty call still in the picture?
Yeah.
You have not opened
Stop
the doors.
going to the exes for
Yes.
the booty call. It's
open the fresh doors. It's like open the gate, golden gate doors.
The golden gate to more people. Oh my god. I do agree with you there. Fine. I'll let Alysha have this one. When I was in university, I dated a guy that was like a member of our friend circle, whatever.
Member? Okay.
What?
Wow.
I don't know. Member? What do I call
member? Acquaintance? I don't know, but a
like
member's
a person?
very official.
You know what? He wasn't that important. So I don't know, like a person, I guess. We're not friends anymore,
okay.
But a person in our friend circle, and like the relationship, like I said, was like 2 months. No, not that one.
Sorry, guys, I had a mouth because I was like, oh, is it this person?
No, this was like 2 months. It was like what I would call like a dinky relationship. The one that was just there, and I was like, nah, not into this, right? And then it ended, but like we were still in the same circle of friends. And, we still went out and stuff like that. And then I started dating somebody else, like, so they, like, knew each other, whatever, right? So then it's, like, it's that thing, like, okay, what if, like, so this I know. Like, no matter, like, at that time, I was in university, guys. I was an idiot. I would never do this at this point of my life.
No,
but
of course not.
At that point, I thought it was totally, like, cool that, like, my ex is my friend and my boyfriend is also friends with he's not friends with my ex, but now that, like, I know about it, that, like, he was never happy actually about the fact that he was even there.
Yeah.
And and some guys will not always tell you that because they're just nice guys and they're not gonna be like, stop fucking talking to your ex.
Yeah.
As like us women, I feel like us women are like more vocal about like, stop fucking talking to her, or exactly. Like, you know what I mean?
Pull that girl's
but
hair.
Some guys can be like introverts and might not say it or such thing, but now I'm like, yeah, if I were to go back, I would probably just like, I guess like the relationship had like no
drama,
just no attachment, that I didn't feel the
maybe
need
to
to
you.
Yeah,
you don't know how he felt.
Well, he eventually started dating someone else too, but it was like, that's what I mean. It was just like, it was like a dinky little relationship. Like, it wasn't like, I know.
Okay, and so now we know why Raman stayed friends, because to her it wasn't anything important, but to that individual it could have been important. And then telling the man that came into your life after, this is my ex, but it's cool, it was dinky. Like, no wonder. Okay, like, hello.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would never do it now. Like, now I'm, like, obviously, like what you said, I think it's disrespectful to the person that you're with.
Yeah.
To be friends with your ex, especially with somebody who you do have a history with, and you have had, like, a lot of memories, inside jokes, and, like, personal intimacy with. I don't think it's respectful to your significant other to, be friends with your ex. Even if that ex is, like, cool, like, it's fine, like, with my ex, to be honest, you know, obviously not like, I don't know, one of my exes, like not last ex, but the one before that, we like obviously broke up and had to like, completely cut each other off. And it was, and you know, we were young, like one of those like young people in love, right?
Yeah.
I had to like completely learn to be my own person again, you know, with this person out of my life. And honestly, at that time, he cut me off and I was like devastated for months. But you know what? Like years later, I actually, so then, you know what it was? So then we ran into each other years later.
Okay.
But now it's like we've grown. We've done different things, blah, blah, blah. It was like more like, hey, oh my God, like, how are you? Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were like this person in my life and you cut me off and you bitch and I'm still angry at you. It was like, hey, how are you doing? Like,
that's
how's
growth.
life? Right? It's growth. And it was like a good conversation. And I think I even remember saying like, no, honestly, like, good thing you cut me off. Like, I needed that. It was hard, but like, look at us now. I can be like, how's your day, right?
Yeah.
And we don't talk, right? Like, obviously, but like the fact that like at that time I would have been like, the only message I want to send is like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But now, you know, like if you ever got married or if you had a big thing, it's like, happy birthday, like you know, congratulations or whatever.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, and I don't think like when I say like we're friends, we're not friends because we don't like talk or anything, but you know, we're on good terms. So I think that also differentiates things, like whether being friends or just being on good terms.
Exactly.
Like being not like friends where you text each other, see each other, blah blah blah, but like if you were to run into this person, you are in a place where you can be like, hi. You know?
I agree 100% with you, Raman. You know what? I think there's a lot of growth and maturity there. That is good. Like, you know, to walk down the street and bump into that person and not be feeling awkward and just being yourself.
Or
and
still holding on to those old grudges
or
and
emotions.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you let it into the universe that I'm over with this. I moved on. That person has moved on. And no bad wishes for each other. I think that's great. And that brings, you know what? That's a really good point because it brings me to the next part. I feel like sometimes women and girls, they break up with their ex and they're like, oh, that bastard or this, that. Like, they talk shit about them, but they don't realize that, like, in the time of being hurt, that you need that time to grow and you need that time to learn from the mistakes you made in that relationship so you don't make them in your next relationship.
Yes.
Because I went through that. So one of my serious relationships before my husband didn't end too well. And it was pretty bad. Our friends, like, it went into a friend thing. It was, like, really
Turned into a whole shit show.
It was drama production. Yeah. And, you know, now when I look back, I feel like if that didn't happen to me, I would not have learned and changed the way I have to become who I am today. Because I'm a completely different person than I was over 10 years ago. And I feel like with that to have happened, it taught me to treat the next person that came into my life even better. And that's why when my husband came into my life 10 years ago, which will be like next year, I realized, like, you know, this is someone special and this is someone who deserves the best person I can give to that.
The best version of yourself.
That's right. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was able to do. Now, I may not have been able to do that with the ex, but I learned from that. You know? Because now I found my person. Learn
and grow, and then, you know, you will be the person and the good person that you want to be with that person and give your 100%. And I feel like when you do find your person like that, then you do understand that it is disrespectful for them, for you to be talking to your ex or trying to be friends with them. And
you know you're going to grow with that.
Yeah, like, this is your person, right? Yeah. Like, don't, as Alysha said, don't hold on to old shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you want a successful future with the person that you're with, then don't expect it to kind of happen while still holding and lingering on to a part of your past, you know, while trying to create a future.
Now, another thing you said is, like, you know, you were able to wish happy birthday or congratulations when they got married to a good friendship ex. I have exes on my Instagram, and yeah, like, they didn't mean anything to me, but they meant something to them. Yeah. And so when I bumped into them a few years later, it was interesting to hear that they were still holding on to little things. Like, they were nice and respectful, but also said, like, I still can't believe you didn't go to my prom with me.
Oh my God.
I was like, okay, like, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize how big of an impact that was on you. And, you know, like, we did add each other on Instagram. And, you know, I just recently saw that he was getting married. And I, like, said congratulations. Because I do wish all the best for him. He wasn't the right person for me. But, you know, it took him a while to find the right person for him. And good for him that he finally did.
Yeah.
You know, and then I feel like it can go complete opposite way depending on how it is. But I truly believe it's, like, it's maturity. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
that's why people, like, in high school or something might still continue to be with their exes because of, like, the circumstance. You're going to you're seeing them at school every day and whatever, and you're young and you're not thinking about, like...
And you're like, I'm mature.
I'm
friends with my ex.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You're absolutely right. I can just see it. I can see little girls saying that. Like, I'm so mature because I can be friends with my ex. But little do they know... The real maturity is like, no, be on good terms. Yeah. But you don't need to be friends with your ex. No. I don't think any, like, guys won't admit it, but I don't think any guy wants to see their girl talking to their ex. No. Girl or guy, like girlfriends, boyfriends,
why
everything.
Why even put that guy in that position to feel that way? Exactly. Insecure about his relationship. Yeah. When you start a relationship with someone, you want it to be a fresh canvas. You don't want someone to know already who you were with, what your type was, or if that person were to say something, bring up a joke or talk about you in a different way. Nobody wants that. You're getting to know someone completely different. It's a brand new relationship. It's brand new. So wouldn't you want that person to know everything just from you? Yeah. And not the person you dated?
Yeah, exactly. And... I saw this, like, you've probably seen it too. It's like a popular, I don't know, I feel like it's not a meme. It's like screenshots that people have like sent, you know, when it's like a guy will be like, oh, want to hang out with me? And the girl's like, no, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, oh, I wasn't asking you to be my girlfriend. And then the girl's like, yeah, but out of respect for my boyfriend, I'm not going to come chill with you in your basement alone. Like, no, you know what I mean? And I do think, it is about, like, respecting your person. And, yeah, like, if you have a boyfriend and some guy, like, come on, like, I don't know if you've heard our other podcast, but gut feeling, like, that guy, if you're getting a feeling that he has other intentions, then the guy probably has other intentions.
And it's on you. If you're going to jeopardize what you have something good going with someone who is worth it, to just go chill one night in a basement with some... guy just creepy for the moment, like
it doesn't have to be a creepy basement. We're just setting out this creepy scene,
but we know there's tempters out there, you know, the tempting
that will still try, like, even though you're with somebody, like, the guys
hate that though. So men out there, like, can you not take a fucking clue if someone says they're in a relationship, or you continue to ask them? Like, I've worked at a place once when I was dating my husband. I remember this guy was hitting on me, and I'm not someone who's going to go all out there. I'm with my boyfriend. Like, I don't do that because it was private at work. Yeah. And he was like, he kept asking me to go to lunch. Like, it was one day after the other, day after the other. Then one day I was just like, no, like, I don't want to. I'm good. Thank you. But if you want to have lunch at the office, that's fine. Yeah. Never was open to my suggestion. And then on the 5th day, he was so rude. He was like, okay, like, seriously, what's your fucking problem?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you clearly can't take a hint. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. Yeah. And he was like, oh. And he's like, why didn't you just start off with that? I'm like, why? So I should have just assumed that you were just trying to, like, hook up with me? Yeah. I thought you were just genuinely asking the first 2 days to go for lunch. Yeah. Little did I know that on the 3rd day you were getting a little irritated in the way you said it. Like, come on, it'll be really nice. Let's go for lunch. And I was like, well, why don't we grab lunch and bring it back here? And you, like, hesitated. Yeah.
And it's not that you can have, like, a guy friend or a girlfriend at work, but if you are getting those feelings that, like, okay, I think this guy,
he's got different
intentions, then, you know, follow that, and stick to you.
I don't think you always need to justify why. I don't think you need to always say you're in a relationship or that you have a boyfriend or a husband. I feel like it should just be common sense. If I say no, no means no.
No means no. Right? Like, you didn't even have to get to that point where you had to be like, I have a boyfriend. It's like, it's just no. Like, I already said no to you. Like, just move on, right?
Guys, take a hint.
Yeah. I also, this is just, like, not really, like, talking to your ex, but I feel like another really important thing, like, women and men need to do is, like, not compare their partners to their exes, right?
Oh, my gosh. I hate that.
I know. It's it's just so bad. You know what? It's worse when it's like, say you're dating someone really bad and then your ex is good. Like, I feel like those situations.
That's the worst. The worst.
I feel really bad for you guys if
Yeah.
you're going through that.
It's hard though, you know,
Yeah.
because it's like I had something great, it ended, and now I'm trying to give someone else a chance, but like,
And now you're in a shitty relationship, or like you're
was
with...
my standards too high before, or are my standards too low now? Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like questioning your ideas of your relationship. But you know what, Raman, I really want to touch base back on something that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Because this just came to my head. So I said men, right?
Yeah.
But we're forgetting us women are also like bitches.
Yes.
And if they want a guy, you know that song, I Can Take Your Man If I Want To, on TikTok?
No, I don't know that one, but I know Ariana's like song. It's like, I want you. I don't know, leave your girl, or I don't know, come to me. There's an Ariana Grande song too, where she's
Maybe.
like, leave your girl and come to me.
Okay, probably.
Yeah.
So wrong on you, Ariana. And
Yeah.
second of all, no, there's a song that was really popular on TikTok, and it's like, I can take your man if I want to. And it's like,
No, women.
yeah, like,
no.
what? Hello, can we respect the boundaries of a man being in a committed relationship with his girl?
Yes.
And he loves her and sees something in her?
Like, stop sending that guy pictures, messages. Like, stay within your own boundaries.
Stop trying to be a
girls.
home wrecker, because
Yeah.
we know what you're up to.
Yeah, this is not just about men. You're absolutely right. Like, women can be cruel. Savages, but for what? For some dick?
Yeah, like, come
Like,
on.
come on.
Yeah.
There's plenty of dick in the world.
Or they see how a guy is treating a girl, and they want
They
that.
want that. Like that thing that, I don't know, I was even in TV shows, so I'm not sure if it's an actual real thing. It's like when girls like want a guy once he's in the relationship.
Yeah. Like Beyonce. Beyonce's movie, Obsession.
Movie? Oh, yeah. I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
There's so many movies like that.
Crazy
And that's why I'm
bitches.
like, I don't know if this actually happens in real life, because I always see it in movies and
Yeah.
stuff. But
I wouldn't be surprised,
I wouldn't
though.
be surprised. Yeah, like girls, like it's the same way. You would not feel, and being a woman, I feel like all women can relate to this. Like, we would not want our boyfriend to be friends with their ex.
No.
Right? So we wouldn't feel good about it. You wouldn't feel comfortable.
No.
Like the thoughts that would even go through my head, like, what are you messaging? Is probably like, hey, but it's like, what does this mean? So that's how, like, we are, right? Yeah. So I feel like, the same thing goes. Like, if someone's in a relationship, like, stop trying to flirt with that girl's man. Stop trying to send him messages or pictures him. or whatever. And you know what? Like, if you see your ex and he's moved on, and let him move on.
Let him be happy.
And you know what? And there are those cases where it's like, you're miserable, but your ex has moved on, right?
Yeah.
And it's like that need to, like, I feel like I've heard it a lot growing up, like, not so much now, like you said, it's like a level of maturity.
Yeah.
But it was like, I need to move on before he does.
I hate that, though.
I hate that. Why?
Yeah.
If anything, stay single longer. Enjoy your life longer before you get caught up in a whole relationship again.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
That's another thing. Good point, Raman. Honestly, guys, along with having a relationship and having an ex, give yourself time to heal and live your life and work on you. There's a reason why you're an ex now. Like I always tell people when they're like, they're friends with their exes, I'm like, there's a reason why he's your ex.
Yeah.
Like, there is a reason. So there's a reason why you're someone's ex.
Or like, I hate it when people are like, oh, we couldn't be good in a relationship, but we can be good friends.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because you need to be good friends in order to be in a relationship.
The only different part of friends in a relationship is that you're now intimate.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you should, your partner should be your best friend before they're anything else. So it's like so lame when I hear like, oh, like, okay, like I always say it about my ex too, like, wasn't a good boyfriend, but maybe could have been a really good friend. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna go try to be friends.
No.
But
you can think about that. Should I have really gone as far as kissing someone and making that next move when we should have just remained friends, right?
Absolutely right. I've gone through that where I'm like, shit, ruined a friendship with, ruined a friendship to try to create a relationship when the friendship was like perfect on its own.
And that's why you should always think twice.
Yes.
Always think, like, am I gonna...
Don't get horny and just act on it.
I agree 100% with Raman. Get those hormones in check.
I know, but, like, definitely agree with you there that girls need to watch their boundaries, too. We can be savages, like, oh my god, I've actually... You know what? Social media is so, like, wild now.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't even understand how people and I guess because like we're older now and it's all these like teeny boppers making these TikToks and videos, but like I've actually seen so many videos of someone like recording their girl, like it like catching them cheating, like sleeping or with their man, or like you know, like whatever with like, and I'm like you're upset, but you're here making a video and then you're posting it, I guess, to like shame her, whatever. But it's just
or get the views.
Yeah, but it's just so crazy that like girls are doing this to each other. Like, you're gonna go sleep with your best friend's man.
I could never imagine myself doing that to hurt my best friend. Like, is it worth losing your best friend over?
I don't think they were really best friends.
Clearly not.
Like, and that's what the things, right? Like, you know, it's like bros before hoes. It's like hoes before bros.
Exactly.
You know, like we're each other's.
And I completely agree. Can we talk about something else other than stealing your man? Girl code. Can we talk about girl code? Please do not go date your friend's fucking ex. Like, that is so wrong.
Yeah.
It is just wrong. It's the principle, ladies.
Or like hiding that, like, okay, like if you know that your friend's man is like cheating on her and then you're like doing this for him.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
People, girl code. I don't know about anybody else, but if I found out that like any of my girls' mans were cheating on them, I am like, I don't care if like it's gonna ruin everything. I think I would just go tell her.
Yeah, like I was watching.
There's the fear, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to break their home. I don't want to be that person.
Or they may not even believe you.
They won't believe you.
And they think you're just a hater. Like, I'm watching this show right now called Real Housewives of New Jersey. Yes, it's like my like kryptonite. Okay, I watch reality TV, and this is the only one I watch. Okay, because it's just so entertaining with their drama.
All good.
And like Teresa was like on the episode telling like Jackie, who I can't fucking stand, that her man is cheating on her.
Yeah.
And this girl like turned it around and used an analogy like, well, that's like me saying your daughter snorts cocaine in the bathroom. Girlfriend, first of all, you just took children and you put children into this, and I was so upset.
That's so dramatic.
And I was like, seriously, like, what kind of analogy
and you're
is
not
that?
going to be thankful to your friend for like coming up and telling you
that's
this?
What Teresa was saying. Teresa was
hard.
saying, I'm trying to tell you that I guess you're just in denial and you don't want to know, but like,
you
I thought
just
it was
like
better.
being cheated on. Okay.
Yeah, clearly. Now,
Oh
I don't
God.
know if he's cheated or not, but like, still, like, and I don't know if Teresa's approach was really great either, because she like kind of told her friends first at his birthday party.
Oh my God. And well, this is reality drama,
yeah,
right?
It was hilarious. Okay, but the point is, like, I just feel like there's also people who may not take that like well, you know.
Yeah.
They'll be in denial. They'll be like, how dare you? They're so blinded, or they're so upset at their friend that they think their friend is jealous.
Yeah.
It's just a hard situation, but I feel like whatever tactic you take, at least you're doing the right thing and your karma is gonna see that.
Yeah.
Day,
Like, would
right?
you rather know about it now or like 10 years from now?
Yeah.
You know, would you rather like
before you get married and commit a whole life to them and buy a house with them?
Sometimes you are married, right? And which is like,
it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, and it's a hard thing. But I feel like girls need to look out for girls, and like women looking out for women, and you know, we need to kind of like, guys are so fucking strict about their bro code.
They are.
Like, guys are more strict about their bro code than women are.
It's
I feel
sad.
it's so sad to say, but
And
I
they're
feel like
hornier than us.
feel like a guy would go tell his friend, his boy, something like, "Yo, this blah 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 happened. This your girl's a hoe," right? Or something.
And they would listen.
And like, yeah, it's so sad to say, but I can see men like doing this bro code, taking it seriously way more than us women.
Absolutely.
Like, we can't go up to each other and be like, "Your man's a piece of shit."
Yeah. No. And us girls are like, that bitch is trying to steal my man.
Yeah,
or that
she's probably trying to steal my man.
Yeah,
and
like,
you know, doesn't want me to be happy. I'm in a happy relationship. Like, okay,
we can't do that, girls.
Yeah, like we need to
do better.
We do need to do better. We
Let's
need
hear
to,
each other out.
Yeah, hear each other out, support each other, be honest.
You may not like what you're hearing, but it could be the truth. And before
and
I
it
would
could change
snap,
your life.
Yeah, like I understand in the emotions, you'll be heated in the moment of being told something like that. But before you react, just think and do your research first. Go find out if it's true. Then if it's wrong, be like, you lying fucking bitch, and then you kill her.
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You know?
Alysha and I have a friend who was getting cheated on, and the other girl actually reached out to her And I don't even know if you remember this.
I don't.
Oh my god, you know what? Sorry, no, I don't think you were there. Sorry, no. Alicia knows this friend, but no, I don't think she was there at this point. But yeah, like, and it was the other girl, like this guy was playing both of them, like saying that he's only with one of them, and whatever the other girl found out. And he had blocked both of them on each other's Facebook, so they wouldn't be able to find each other. Like, this guy went like lens. He blocked their number, added the numbers, blocked it, so if ever they tried to call like if anything ever happened, right?
Yeah.
Like, I gotta give kudos to this other girl for somehow through another person, because like he blocked them both, for reaching out to her and letting her know.
Good for her.
And you know what? They tag teamed it. Yeah. Caught him.
And
wasn't
sometimes
fun.
you need to do it.
It wasn't good. It wasn't fun. It wasn't easy. You know, shattered her whole world. You know, because we thought he was such a good guy. He used to bring us donuts to work, like random, like, you know, you would just never think and think about it. And I'm so happy that this happened, because now she's happily married to an amazing person, and like is just so happy, and you know, and she's so happy. And like, if that didn't happen and she had ended up with that guy who seemed like the most amazing guy in the world and blah blah blah, like her life would have been ruined.
Absolutely.
And that's what it is. Sometimes it's hard conversations, and she was in denial too, and did say, this random girl is calling me, telling me my boyfriend is cheating on me. Like, I'm not going to believe it firsthand unless we like get evidence. And you know, they did. And you know what, like, that's what happens. Like, girls gotta look out for each other. Even if like it's not your girl, if you can save somebody out of a terrible situation, like,
and all that pain and heartache,
all that pain and suffering, like, at the end of the day, we're a team, right? We're all here to support one another.
Yeah, I agree 100% with Raman.
Yeah, so don't be friends with your ex. Long story short,
don't be friends with your ex. Make better decisions, girls.
Yeah, make better
and you men
choices, and men, and respect each other's boundaries. And yes, no means no. And just stop trying to DM girls who have like boyfriends.
Stop sliding into DMs.
And girls, stop letting them.
Oh my gosh, Robin and I are too passionate on this.
I know. It was really funny because Alicia's husband was like, what are you guys gonna do a podcast about? And we're like, whether you should be friends with your ex. And he's just like, nope, no. And we just kind of laughed, and we're like, well, you'll have to listen to the podcast
to see what we decide.
But you know, we know every man does not want this.
No.
But hope you guys had an entertaining conversation.
Yes.
And enjoyed listening to this and got some insight. If you are not following us on Instagram and YouTube already, subscribe and follow us at Level Up with Raman and Alysha. And if you have any questions, comments, stories, your opinions, whether you agree or disagree with us, you know, feel free to email us at ramanandalysha@gmail.com.
Yeah, guys. Bye, friends.
Bye.